Yamamoto. Representing Japan, Hikari Nakamura. Representing Kazakhstan, Kabira Askarova. Representing India, Raj Kumari. Representing Hungary, Katalin Mese. Representing Thailand.
So back again in Tbilisi, day 3 of 8 of these 2021 World Powerlifting Championships. So we have the women's 55 kg final coming up, followed by the women's 61 kilo decider. And there's a couple of groups in each, which means we've got the action spread over the next 4.5 hours.
And representing Mexico, Maria.
Some brilliant champions in this. Maria Shevchuk, the new world record holder of 133, goes in this. And then Yeshi Mark with the junior world record from last year of 127. She's not in the starting lineup. We start off with Eri Yamamoto and Hikari Nakamura, both for Japan. And I see the Huang Toya Chao of Vietnam, who was a really prime candidate actually at the top of Group B. She does not start. Maria Paredes of Mexico will have the heaviest first round attempt in this group of 78 kilos. Corrado Bernacci heads the refereeing team, and there's the jury. And the countdown on to the first of 2 women's finals today. Well, we've seen history already with El Salvador, India and Kazakhstan winning their first ever World Powerlifting Championship medals. They were all in the men's events. Do we have similar history coming in the women? The countdown is about to end.
Are you ready for Paralympic? The bar is at 50 kilos. Calling our first athlete representing Japan, Eri Yamamoto.
So Eri Yamamoto is first to come for Japan, that lifetime best of 63 in one of the big Tokyo Paralympic build-up events in 2019. She's going for 50 in this opening round. We've seen her in a plethora of events lately. She was 13th in the last World Championships. No mark in the previous one in 2017 or in the Asia Oceania Championships in 2018. Based in Tokyo, born in Kobe, she was in the Canadian para ice hockey team for 3 years, but it's home sweet home now. So the opening attempt at 50. And this to get the competition off to the best of starts for her. She had a few of those events early in her career where she didn't register a mark, but she doesn't have to worry about that anymore. White out, 3 out of 3. Bingo! Eri Yamamoto is on the board.
Spotter loaders, please. 59 kilos. Rack height 9.
Quality starts for Japan. Eri Yamamoto. Now Hikari Nakamura, lifetime best of 57. Set in Kyoto in another big build-up event for the then delayed Paralympic Games. She's 30 years old.
The bar is loaded. 59 kilos. First percent. Representing Japan. Hikari Nakamura.
No mark in the America's Open Championship in 2018. She is the Japanese champion based in Nerima, and it's her first global championship.
One minute.
59 it is. Still a lot of time on her side. No lift,
Nakamura.
chest sequence from all three, plus the press from one of the three referees. And she is denied this time.
Spotter loaders, please. Height 12. 60 kilos.
Next up for Kazakhstan, Kabira Askarova. 81 kilos, her best at the Asian Para Games in Jakarta 3 years ago, where she finished 4th and also finished 4th a month before that in the Asia Oceania Championships in Kitakyushu. She's registered no mark in her 2 previous World Championships. Bronze though, here in the Tbilisi World Cup in May. So aiming for 60 here for the lead, Eri Yamamoto, with the only successful mark to date.
One minute.
Taking it calmly at 60. Good lift, 3 out of 3, perfect. Her first ever successful lift at a World Championships.
65 kilos, rack height 13.
Well, that was good work. Didn't have to worry about anything else. And she will be in the finishing lineup. She will have a result to her name. So next up, Raj Kumari of India, her first major championship at the age of 30. Welcome to see a growing team for India, who've had the honour of a first ever medal at the World Powerlifting Championships. Ramjeet Kumar in the men's 49 kg on day one. Start year for the country, the first ever Olympics gold medal for them as well. First athletics medals, 2 coming in the javelin. They had won medals previously around 1920, but they weren't an independent nation at the time, and whatever about majority, certainly a lot of people in India simply don't recognise that as being an Indian success. But the successes of 2021, 100% are. So Raj Kumari going at 65 for a new lifetime best. No.
No lift.
No lift at all.
Body sequence.
2 of the 3 going for the body sequence. The other one going for the bar control and the press sequence as well. So the techniques got to be fixed a bit there.
Loaders, please. Rack height 13, 67 kilos.
Coming up next, Katia Mezai of Hungary, 73 her best at this year's Dubai World Cup.
Jacqueline Meze.
Fourth in the last European Championships in Bergsamir. She has been a silver medalist before in 2015 in Eger in Hungary, which was a major championship debut. Host nations always take a good opportunity of bringing in, training up additional athletes. Hungary have taken their chance. Japan definitely have taken their chance with the Asia Oceania Championships a few years ago, where they won at that their first ever championship medal. Kazakhstan likewise had never won a global medal before they hosted the Worlds in 2019, and now this year they have a Paralympic and a World Champion, their first ever medals in this sport. 67 for the lead for Ketlin Mazai, and she has it. Good technique, 3 out of 3, 3 white lights, good lift. Nothing more needs to be said.
Spotter loaders, please. 70 kilos, rack height 9.
And that's the sort of thing that comes from experience, and lots of it.
Thank you, the bar is loaded.
Next up, Songkhoon Anon of Thailand, the reigning Southeast Asia Games champion. And that's lifetime best of 102 coming for the Asian Games in Incheon in 2014, where she won silver, her best international result. Silver and bronze she's won at the Asian Games. Subsequently in Jakarta she won bronze in 2018. Remember, 2022 is still on, but the last two editions of the Southeast Asian Games have been cancelled outright. She's still the reigning champion from 2017, the last ASEAN Games for the Southeast Asia in Kuala Lumpur. I noticed the Winter University ad, the Winter World University Games, due to kick off next week. They have been cancelled. The way things are right now. Thankfully, this competition started the right day, if you like.
Anon has been silver medal from the Paralympics in Sydney 2000.
Her 7th World Championship, bronze in 02 in this, bronze at London, bronze in Beijing in 08, silver Sydney 2000. She was 22 then. She was actually celebrating her 23rd birthday around the time of Sydney 2000. So Songkhoon, Anon, 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 Anon. 3 out of 3, 3 white lights, and she's our leader.
Spotter loaders, please. 71 kilos.
A very successful lift from a very successful athlete.
The bar is loaded to 71.
On we go to Gulbanu Abdi Kalikova. Yeah, that's it, that's it. Asian Championships 2015, her lifetime best. And she's going for 71 here in the lead. Oceania, an Asian Games bronze medalist. Last time out in 2018 when they were last competed for. Asian Games and Asian Power Games next year, Hangzhou in China. And the Asia Oceania Championships in Pyeongtaek in Korea.
Is a two-time Paralympic, finishing both 7th in Rio and Tokyo.
So, Gulbanu going for the lead on 71. It'll be a highlight. Yes, she's got it, 3 out of 3. Well, that's the second best lift she's ever had in this weight division. 73 is that, 86 a lifetime best. And she is clear. Gulbanu Abdi Kalikova.
Be prepared. We're going to a rack of 11.
She is our new leader, and it was an effort that really caused very little trouble to her at 71 as we leap up now to 76, and Moza Al Zayudi of the United Arab Emirates, a regular major championship host. They have the next World Championships in 2 years' time. Last hosted it in 2014. 80 kilos, a lifetime best in Tokyo at the Paralympic Games.
Representing the United Arab Emirates, Moza Al Zayudi.
So here she comes, Moza Al Zayudi. 5th in the late Asian Para Games in Jakarta, 9th in Tokyo. And she made a major championship debut, well, it could only be in Dubai. In 2014, she finished 10th there, matched that in Nur Sultan. Wow, she certainly got the crowd roused with that at 76. And with good reason, good lift, 3 out of 3, whiteouts. Not a problem in the world for the West Asian Games champion from 2019. That was at 80 kilos. Lifetime best for coach Arif Kiran. All good. Next up, Maria Paredes Albor of Mexico. 76, her lifetime best, 5th in the Asia Oceania Open Championships 2018. She's twice been Mexican champion. This is her first major championship at the age of 47. Outside of that, fencing Kitakyushu. Remember, Cha Guang Tuet of Vietnam does not start. So this is 77 for Paredes.
So that is for the Paralympic in Tbilisi. 1 minute.
This would better her lifetime best by 1 kilo. That for the lead at 77. And she's got it. Game, set, and match. Trio of white lights, and she is our leader at the end of the opening round at 77.
Round number 2 begin.
Maria Albor Paredes
Track 12.
takes the lead. 2016, she was in the Paralympic Games table tennis, went out in the quarterfinals in the team competition. Semi-finalist in the 2014 World Championships in the team, and she is our leader here in the 55 kg final. Maria Paredes Albor, 77. Elsa Yudi in second place in 76, and Gulbanu third on 71, as Eri Yamamoto makes her big return. Yamamoto into position, 30 seconds remaining. Now let's see on the press, are they happy with it?
No lift,
They are not
Yamamoto.
happy with that, the chess sequence, and one of the three are going against the press as well, so she stays in 7th position, misses out at 55.
Spotter loaders, 60 kilos, rack height 9, please. 60 kilos, rack height 9. The bar is loaded with 60 kilos for Hikari Nakamura, Japan, 2nd attempt.
So next up for Japan, Hikari Nakamura, who missed out on 59, going now for 60. 57 is her lifetime best, so looking for improvement. Champion of Japan, crowned this year, silver medalist in 2019. After a few years of trying. So here she comes at 60 for a new lifetime best to put her into the rankings in 7th spot. And it has, 2-1. What a fine result. Nakamura, the Japanese champion, clears 60. And that was very, very welcome.
We need 65 kilos with a rack height of 13.
Excellently done. So waiting in the wings for India is Raj Kumari.
The bar is loaded 65.
Tried 65 last time, trying it again.
Representing India, Raj Kumar.
Opportunity to go 6th in the competition, currently unranked. So 65 for Raj Kumari will be new lifetime best. She's not got it, all of them on the chest sequence again. Just the chest sequence this time, but all three floating that down.
Spotter loader 66 kilos, rack 12. The bar is ready, 66 kilos, representing Kazakhstan, Kabira Askarova.
So next up for Kazakhstan, Kabira Askarova. 66 is her target, 81 is her lifetime best. And that successful lift of 60, her best at a World Championships, 4th in the Asian Games, 4th in the Asia Oceania Championships in 2018, both just a few weeks apart. Arta Tamitsky is a regular coach, who also, along with Denis Orlov, coaches Gulbanu of the Khalikova, representing Kazakhstan here too. So successful at 60, now going for 66. That's a struggle, unfortunately. She has lifted much heavier in her career, but not this. No joy at all at 66.
Spotter loaders, 71 kilos, rack height 13, please.
Just wasn't going to get raised, wasn't going to be successful. Kati Mezai, next up for Hungary, the European silver medalist. In Eger in 2015, she made a World Cup bow in the same Hungarian city at the Eger Park Hotel, finished 5th in that, finished 4th in the next World Cup there in 2019. And this season, 12th in the Dubai World Cup, which had a massive field, 4th in the Tbilisi World Cup. '71 is just 1 kilo outside her lifetime best of 72. Well, punched through well enough. And it's 2-1 in her favour. Well, she's very close to the best lift of her career. And she goes into 4th place.
Rack height 9, please, 75 kilos.
That was very, very impressive.
The bar is loaded. Representing Thailand, the athlete, unknown, 2nd attempt, 75 kilos.
Samkun Anon cleared 70 in the opening round, which was a great achievement. Now going for 75. She has gone above 100 in her career. Bronze in Beijing, silver in Sydney. If only there was a Paralympics in Gothenburg or Geneva. It's her 7th World Championship, bronze back in 02 in Kuala Lumpur. Asian Games bronze in Jakarta in 2018, which made up for the obvious disappointment of finishing 4th a couple of weeks earlier in Kitakyushu in the Asia Oceania Championships. She's now the longest running Southeast Asian champion at the Asian Para Games, because they've had 2 championships in a row called off, so the next one should be 2023, so she'll be champion for 6 years. That's all going well, of course. 75 as they go into the bronze medal position. Put a fair amount into that, all right. And 3 out of 3. It was worth it! A whiteout, good lift. 75. She moves up into bronze.
75 kilos, please, a rack height of 11.
Well, that's all welcome.
The bar is ready. Gulbanu Abdihalikova, Kazakhstan.
So on we go, and still at 75 for Kazakhstan. Gulbanu Abdihalikova. '86 her lifetime best, and this would be the highest she'd ever got in this category. And Askarova, by the way, her teammate has withdrawn from the rest of the competition and will finish at 60. So Abdihalikova at 75. This to leap up the standings. If she can do it, it's 2 and against, and it's on the chess sequence, I'm afraid. Both referees who turned it down gave that reason.
Spotter loaders, please. 79 kilos, rack height 5.
Arms wavering a bit, but it was the chess sequence before that which had caught the eye of those paying closest attention. Moza Al Sayudi made your championship debut at the Worlds in Dubai in 2014, where her twin sister Mariam competed as well. From Fujairah, the West Asian Games champion. This to take the lead and to overtake Maria Paredes, go from 76 to 79.
Good lift.
And she's done it too. A good lift, 3 out of 3.
Rack 10.
She hits top spot. Got the quality correct. Well converted.
Mexico, second attempt.
So now Maria Paredes of Mexico cleared 77 in the opening round, going for 81 now for a new lifetime best, having just edged past it with her first attempt. She's been knocked down into second place thanks to Al Ziyudi's successful lift there. Regained the advantage by 2 kilos. Her lead at the end of the opening round was 1. 77 to Ziyudi's 76.
One minute.
Mexican champion for the first time in 2018, Paredes. So 81 to go back in front with 1 round left in Group B. That's good, 2-1. It's a good lift. She leads again. And it's her second lifetime best of the afternoon.
That concludes round 2. Round 3 begins with 55 kilos.
No, she's doing well.
12, please.
She's been under a bit of pressure from Al Ziyudi, but she has dealt with it impressively. So at the end of round 2, Maria Paredes leads for Mexico on 81 kg. Al Ziyudi in second for the United Arab Emirates on 79. Songkun An on third for Thailand on 75. Abdi Khalikova in fourth and 70 along with Kati Mezai. And a reminder that Askarova's competition is over. She's in 6th place on 60. Hello Yamamoto. Eri's back for her third and last attempt. And this again would be 55, and she would stay in 8th position. So the final round of Group B.
1 minute.
Previous round just ran aground a little bit. 55 kg, and now she's on that mark again. So Yamamoto for 55. She won't climb any higher in the standings, but at least it'll be a good mark for her. And no lift. It's all 3 against on the chest sequence. So Yamamoto denied 63 as her lifetime best. She'd be up in 6th place if she could have come close to emulating that today, but no success. She ends on 50 and she is in 8th place. Trying to push through at Yamamoto.
The bar is loaded, 65 kilos, third attempt, representing Japan.
But no joy.
Hikari Nakamura.
Same story as what happened for her last time. Next up, also of Japan, Nakamura. She cleared 60 in the second round, having missed 59 in the first. And 65, the target now for another new lifetime best. She'll climb one place from 7th to 6th at 65 kg, and it will be 8 kilos above her previous lifetime best. This for 65 to leap one place in the standings. She would go above Askarova, who won't have a right in reply as she has retired from the rest of the competition, so her standings remain up to the point of that. Nakamura might be able to overturn her with no further chance of a response. And Nakamura's missed out all three again, so it's the press. Unsuccessful. Nakamura doesn't get any heavier, but she more or less followed a pattern. Went up each time, whether she was successful or not.
Please, 65 kilos, rack height 13. 65 kilos, rack height 13.
That's a good policy if you're comfortable enough and confident enough to do it. And she has been.
Thank you. Representing Raj Kumari, third attempt.
So Raj Kumari so far doesn't have a mark to her name. She's been going for a lifetime best of 65. The first lift went quite wrong. There was a lot marked down in it. Last time around it was just the chest sequence. So if she can get that right for this, and she'd go 6th, and it would be a new lifetime best. Good to see a growing India squad. More the merrier. Highest number ever for a World Powerlifting Championship. We're estimating beforehand 475 would be the mark of No Sultan. Only marginally from 2 years ago. Six countries, by the way, represented for the first time here. Cyprus, Haiti, Peru, Portugal, Senegal and Sierra Leone have never been in a World Championships before, men or women. Haiti, Peru, Senegal, Sierra Leone are represented in the men's for the first time. There are 8 teams sending women for the first time. So has she got it right this time? I'm afraid not. And it was the chest sequence, and all 3 voted it down on that, and 1 on the press. So it's wipeout. She doesn't register a mark. That is very, very unfortunate. Doesn't progress. In the week where India win their first ever World Powerlifting Championship medal. The horizons are extending, but Raj Kumari unable to avoid a wipeout. She's the only athlete so far to suffer that. Everybody else has managed to secure at least 1 lift, including Askarova of Kazakhstan, who was pulled out, presumably through injury. For the top 5, successful with the 2 lifts to date. Kati Mezai, one of them for Hungary. That That music reminds me of something. Mezai's lifts successful early on, so there's no knockout against it. And this would send her into fourth. So Mezai, that's a real struggle, and the spotters had to get involved, and a bit of an arm injury too, so that's not going to count.
Spotter loaders, please.
Injured in the process, hopefully nothing too heavy. It was her last lift. And it was going to be a lifetime best. Left arm strong, right arm was really struggling. 72 her previous best, 74 unsuccessful at. 4 lifts to go in this group. Gulbanu Abdi Kalikova is next for Kazakhstan, having cleared 71 in the opening round, missed 75, going for it again. Asia Oceania, an Asian Games bronze. 7th in the last 2 Paralympic Games, Rio and Tokyo. It's not bad going. 7th her best result at a World Championships. That was 2014 in Dubai. Kazakhstan champion for the first time 15 years ago. Based in Taldi, Korgan. So 75 for Gulbanu. She's gone much, much heavier than this in her career. But today, 75. Needed 2 attempts to complete. And she made that work, and she's in the bronze medal position for now. Well, good strong lifting.
Spotter loaders. Rack height 9, weight 80 kilos, please.
To lift. Som Kunanon is next. She's cleared 70 and 75 so far, and this for 80. Seven years since a lifetime best of 102. This is the upper limit of what she's achieved in this weight division, though. And this would send her into the silver medal position, with Group A still to follow. Chance to leap above Moza Al-Ziyuni of the United Arab Emirates, and the now freshly successful Abdi Kalikova. So here she comes at 80. She's gone up in increments of 5. 70, 75, both successful. Now at 80. Sam Kuhn and on. She's medalled in all the major championships. This would put her high up for a while. At 80, you could feel the strain and definitely hear the strain from here. Oh, it's 2-1 against. It's bar control in one case, and in the other, the press sequence. And she was voted down by 2 of the 3 referees. Sam Kuhn stays on 75. She stays in 4th position.
Rack 5.
So the return of Moza Al Zayudi of the UAE. She's cleared 76 and 79, going for 81 here. It would be a new lifetime best. Zayudi successfully cleared 80 in Tokyo, but her final round of 84 was not successful. Now, what about this at 81? It would be a lifetime best. It is a lifetime best. 2 out of 3 for Moza Al Zayudi of the United Arab Emirates. She's up into 2nd. She's matched Maria Paredes, but Paredes is marginally in front on the head-to-head. Paredes is 1.2 kilos lighter in body weight. So Al Zayudi won't rise any higher than 2nd. Paredes, who leads, who won't be overtaken in this group, can now go clear again in terms of weight. She's going for 83. Be her 3rd lifetime best of the day, and 7 kilos beyond what she had previously done before today. So Maria Paredes, 83 her target. She'll stay out in front. Not immensely unusual for some athletes to double job, be active in 2 sports simultaneously. Obviously quite a few in powerlifting, also in the throwing events and para-athletics. Tatiana McFadden, the ace wheelchair racer, was a very good wheelchair skier not that long ago. Ankadina Cox-Scholes in athletics and cycling in Rio. In the case of Maria Paredes, table tennis was a thing for a good few years. It's powerlifting now. Surely the powerlifting would benefit in the table tennis. You'd have one hell of a serve. This for 83. This could give her a lead for a good bit going into Group A. So to wrap up Group B, Paredes. It's been a good day so far, and it gets even better. 2 out of 3 for her. Good lift. 77, 81, 83. Lifetime bests all the way.
This concludes the lifting, and the women's up to
Maria Paredes has added 7 kilos
Group A
to her previous best lift. There's no masking the joy
of the 2021 World Senior Championships, Tbilisi,
as
Georgia,
she
World Paralympic.
gets into the most significant event yet for her in her new sport, and she has succeeded. She's our leader with Group A awaiting. Maria Paredes leads on 83 from Mexico. Moza Al-Ziyudi second for the United Arab Emirates on 81. Gulbanu Abdi Kalakova third for Kazakhstan. Samkunin on fourth for Thailand on 75. Kati Mezai for Hungary fifth on 71. And Askarova sixth for Kazakhstan on 60, along with Nakamura in seventh. And Eri Yamamoto is in eighth. Huang Chao of Vietnam does not start, and Raj Kumari did not finish. Didn't finish a lift successfully, no mark. The scores on the doors. Paredes, Al-Ziyudi, the only two who went 3-4-3 fantastically. Would have been interesting to see what Chao Huang Tayet, the twice Asian Para Games silver medalist, the former World Championship silver medalist, could have done in this group. Gone high, probably would have been high at the top, but Paredes leads on 83. Al-Ziyudi second on 81 for the UAE. Abdi Kalakova in third for Kazakhstan. Group A is on the way. That follows at 4:25 in around 40 minutes time. 4:25 Georgian time. That's 12:25 GMT. 13:25, 1:25 Central European time, and 14:25, 2:25 Central African time. More fun to come in Group A. It should be a fair old jostle. Back shortly.
Spotter loaders, please. 71 kilos. Lift Al-Ziyudi. Good lift, Nakamura. No lift, Raj Kumari. Spotter loaders, 71 kilos, rack height 13.
Diciamo che non ho ancora ben realizzato ciò che andremo a fare a Tokyo. È una cosa che davvero l'ho solo vissuta nei miei sogni. Quando ho saputo che sono andato a Tokyo è stata l'effettiva conferma di tanto lavoro, tanto sacrificio fatto negli anni, quindi significa semplicemente compensare tutto il lavoro in un'unica cosa.
Now for the European senior record. It looks good, and it is!
Vado a Tokyo come il quarto sul ranking mondiale, è indescrivibile. Il mio unico potere segreto è nella mia mente. L'idea di voler fare un record del mondo mi ha portato ad allenarmi al massimo per farlo. L'idea di voler giocarmi una Paralimpiade mi ha portato a potermela giocare. Probabilmente uno dei pensieri per me importanti è riflettere del perché sto facendo tutto questo, del perché ho iniziato questo sport, del perché effettivamente io voglio arrivare in alto. Nel mio caso il mio perché è quello di dimostrare alle persone che tutto è possibile, in ogni ambito della vita, non ci sono tante difficoltà. Quindi mostrare con i risultati, questo sicuramente mi dà quel qualcosa in più nell'aiutare appunto le persone.
Panasonic.
Good enough this time, third time lucky. He's asking the referees, and they've given it to him. There he is, third Paralympic title. Not only that, a new world and Paralympic record to boot. 211 kilos, quite simply the greatest powerlifter of all time. Osman of Egypt. record 211 kilos. Three-time Paralympic champion. Well, it goes to arm's length. The crowd are cheering. The referees have given it 3 white lights. New world record in the men's 80 kilo powerlifting. Well, no words to describe, just being inspected to make sure he's not wearing anything he shouldn't be. Look at the control on the way down. So strong, pushing through the sticking point. And there it is, 240 kilos for a new world record. Josephine Orji from Nigeria. 4th attempt, 160. Wow, how strong is this woman? Another world record. 2 to 1 in favour. Party just gets louder. Quick inspection by the centre referee to make sure she's not wearing anything illegal. Well, of course she's not. What an attempt. Impeccable control all the way to the chest. Pauses. Huge drive back to arm's length. Just managed to keep control. Got it, 2 to 1. Phenomenal lifting that we are witnessing here in Rio Centro, Pavilion 2. And Supers, well, just joined us. That was something special. 305 kilos. Never before have we seen anybody lift over 300. Seman Rahman, Islamic Republic of Iran, smashes, obliterates his own world record.
It's already up on the board. 310 kilos, loaders. 310.
Did you hear that? It's already up on the board. 310 kilos. Well, we've been treated to something very, very special in the men's supers. Trying to find words to describe Seman Rahman of Iran. Immortality, immortal it's a majority decision. There is your Paralympic champion, world record holder, Paralympic record holder. Say no more.
My name was the Rising Phoenix because the phoenix can live and die and burn and live again.
Extraordinary tension around this stadium.
Take your mark.
On a vécu quelque chose qui nous a pas permis de pouvoir réussir.
This is how I am. Merry Christmas.
If you're thinking every day, why me? You will never go anywhere.
When I saw how sport is accepted, it was logical to start a sports movement.
We wanted to change the way people saw people with a disability.
There isn't anything else in the world that can bring you back from the darkest places than sport.
I think the moment I sat in that racing chair, I just knew it was for me.
My coach said to me, I see talent in you.
I was never going to do anything other than 100 meters.
When you're hitting someone head on, it's like a small car crash.
Everybody knows you need money to run the games.
They said that the Paralympics is going to be cancelled because there was no money.
If these games don't happen, we're done.
We're going to fight this. Paralympics is something almost magical.
Being a part of something bigger than just yourself was incredible.
Yes, lives are being changed on the track, but lives are also being changed in the stands.
La vie est un combat. On essaie de sauver maintenant le monde.
We are part of a much bigger picture.
You know, I believe that there shouldn't be any limitation. Neither gender, nor the clothing, nothing should prevent the athletes from participation. Sport is the most important platform to promote gender equality.
She Can Lift is a program we're really excited about and happy to be delivering with support of the Agitos Grant Support Program. The gender equity in our sport and the perception of women in our sport is sometimes challenging, so we were looking to address that head on and have the greatest reach and impact.
She Can Lift program, for me, it's a platform for where we get a whole lot of women involvement to get into the sport, to involve in various roles, and athletes, coaches, technical officials.
The idea is to certify more female coaches and technical officials. These women are going to return to their home countries, kind of be the leaders of the sport in their countries, and then also change the attitudes, change the image and the perception of the sport within their home countries. Ideally inspire other women to get involved in the sport, whether it's as coaches and technical officials and athletes taking part in the sport.
The course was very good. In fact, by holding the course She Can Lift, they show how we can increase the number of women participants in powerlifting, and I'll keep my fingers crossed for all powerlifters, especially women, and also women in Iran. They should have the right to participate, neither what is their gender, what is their religion. They should have this chance to present themselves.
seen anybody lift over 300. Sheman Rahman, the Islamic Republic of Iran, smashes, obliterates his own world record.
We are excited to collaborate with our longtime partners at the WPPO and to, for the first time, integrate technology and data analytics capabilities into our free weight equipment. With these two products, we are helping change the way para-powerlifting athletes train and compete. We redesigned the WPPO powerlifting competition bar, updating the sleeve construction to house custom-designed velocity sensors from VMAX Pro. The VMAX Pro Eleiko bar sensors fit directly into the sleeve and give athletes and coaches access to a wide variety of data to help optimize performance. With or without the sensors inserted, the bar retains its certified weight calibration. By integrating the new sensors into Eleiko bars, athletes and coaches gain accurate real-time data and velocity-based performance metrics without the distraction of external attachments that could negatively impact routines and performance. Dual sensors give accurate in-depth information about each lift, including bar path, rotation and inclination, as well as power and velocity during the lift. Athletes can review technique through detailed bar path analysis, as well as get information on readiness and appropriate loads to help shape training during a session or for longer term planning. To use the sensors, first download the VMAX Pro app, connect your sensors, place sensors in the bar. The sensor kit comes in a convenient case and includes two VMAX Pro Eleiko bar sensors, charging cables and Eleiko sensor key, along with tools, spare parts and end caps. To install the sensors, use the screwdriver's flat edge to peel off the existing end cap to reveal the end lock. Now, screw the Eleiko sensor key into the end lock as far as you can to extract the current end lock. Remove the end lock and use the screwdriver to release the clip inside the sleeves. Apply the new Eleiko WPPO powerlifting competition end cap to the sensor and insert the sensor into the sleeve. The sensor is magnetic and will stay in place. To remove or charge the sensor, use the flat side of the magnetic Eleiko sensor key to pull the sensor from each sleeve. Connect the sensors to the USB cords and a USB power source. To summarize, our WPPO powerlifting competition bars are now VMAX Pro Eleiko bar sensor compatible. When used together, athletes can get detailed analysis to help optimize their performance. It's a simple, easy-to-use system that we hope will take your bench press to the next level.
Agli alti livelli non esistono scorciatoie, esiste soltanto duro lavoro. Non importa dove parti, ma l'importante è dove arrivi. Mi chiamo Donato Tedesca, ho 22 anni e vengo dall'Italia. Io ho avuto un incidente quando avevo 2 anni e mezzo e ho avuto l'amputazione di entrambe le gambe a questa altezza qui e non ho mai smesso appunto di sognare e di ambire a quello che è il sogno di Tokyo 2020. Il top. Quando ho iniziato, una delle prime cose che mi sono chiesto era qual era il record del mondo. Ok, va benissimo, io non sono lì, voglio arrivarci. In questo momento credo che la cosa più importante sia continuare ad allenarmi sempre di più e sempre meglio. Siamo agli sgoccioli, diamo il massimo per arrivare alla miglior condizione possibile e a scrivere un altro tassello in di storia. Buongiorno, benvenuti nella mia casa. Una cosa che faccio è andarmi a pesare
900 grammi sopra.
Ovviamente in Italia non è facile mangiare così sano, pizzerie, panifici, ovunque, è ancora più difficile. Però l'unico modo per fare di peso è con l'insalata. Sto dedicando gli ultimi 6-7 mesi per preparare l'Olimpiade al meglio. In linea di massima mi alleno 2 volte al giorno, tutti i giorni tranne il sabato e la domenica faccio solo un allenamento. I 90 kg sono il mio primo step, poi faccio circa 6 ripetizioni, poi stavo a 120, 140, 160 fino all'allenamento del giorno. Oltre appunto a fare l'atleta sto studiando economia in università qui a Roma, un po' stressato lo ammetto, però è una cosa che davvero mi piace. Molte volte le persone mi dicono come fai ad essere così positivo, come fai ad andare avanti, non sono in abbia le gambe. In realtà la domanda che viene è una, e come fai tu? Sport non raggiungere gli obiettivi. Nel mio caso il mio perché era di arrivare alla Paralimpiade nel miglior tempo possibile, nella miglior forma possibile. Lo sport in realtà mi ha permesso a sua volta di, per ogni cosa che magari dovevo impegnarmi tanto, no? I momenti di no ci sono comunque stati, nel periodo di pandemia ho avuto la fortuna comunque di avere la mia famiglia a fianco e io personalmente sono abituato ad avere delle scadenze per obiettivi, mi ha davvero destabilizzato tantissimo, ma penso sia normale. La motivazione principale per me è la noi stesso. Lo sportivo che mi ha ispirato di più probabilmente diceva: dopo avuto il mio incidente non ho guardato ciò che mi mancava, ma ciò che avevo. Ciò che nel mio sport è fondamentale, oltre appunto alla forza, è importantissima una tecnica perfetta. Mantenere traccia di questi dati dei senso bar è fondamentale perché vi dà un modo oggettivo di poter tracciare delle alzate, quindi magari secondo la velocità, secondo magari anche il numero di centimetri che ogni alzata diciamo permette di confrontare questi dati e capire effettivamente il giorno magari dove eravamo un po' più in forma, il giorno dove eravamo meno in forma, senza distorsioni diciamo esterne. Mi ha permesso effettivamente di fare level up, misurare in modo super preciso i miei punti diciamo di deficit, quale muscolo che doveva avere magari il preciso compito di compensare quella zona. L'obiettivo ovviamente è continuare a capire ancora di più ogni minimo dettaglio che può fare la differenza per arrivare appunto nella miglior condizione possibile ai prossimi giochi olimpici. Non esiste la perfezione, ma si può sempre migliorare. Diciamo che non ho ancora ben realizzato ciò che andremo a fare a Tokyo. È una cosa che davvero l'ho solo vissuta nei miei sogni. Quando ho saputo che sono andato a Tokyo è stata l'effettiva conferma di tanto lavoro, tanto sacrificio fatto negli anni, quindi significa semplicemente compensare tutto il lavoro in un'unica cosa.
Now for the European senior record. It looks good and it is!
Vado a Tokyo come il quarto sudegni mondiale. Il mio unico potere segreto era nella mia mente. L'idea di voler fare un record del mondo mi ha portato ad allenarmi al massimo per farlo. L'idea di voler giocarmi una Paralimpiade mi ha portato a potermela giocare. Probabilmente uno dei pensieri per me importanti è riflettere del perché sto facendo tutto questo, del perché ho iniziato questo sport, del perché effettivamente io voglio.
After its debut as weightlifting in the Tokyo 1964 Paralympic Games, the sport, now known as powerlifting, expanded from just male lifters with a spinal cord injury to include athletes with physical impairments that affect their lower limbs or hips, or athletes with short stature. Female powerlifters made their Paralympic debut in 2000. Powerlifting is the ultimate test of upper body strength, and you'll often see athletes lifting more than 3 times their own body weight. Powerlifters are split into 10 different categories based on body weight for each gender. Powerlifting consists of one discipline, a bench press. Unlike the able-bodied sport where athletes use their feet on the floor to assist the bench press, Paralympic athletes lie totally flat on a completely different style of bench. Each competitor has 2 minutes to complete their attempt. When the lifter has the bar under full control, they must wait until they receive the command start. Then they have to lower the bar in a controlled manner and definitively stop it on the chest. Next, they press it upwards, lock out both elbows simultaneously and hold the bar under control until the referees command to wrap. At least 2 white lights are required from 3 referees for a good lift. A red light indicates a bad lift. Athletes have 3 attempts and the winner is the athlete that lifts the heaviest weight. In the 3rd round, 2 weight changes are permitted. The weight change can be higher or lower. No changes are allowed if the lifter has already been called to the platform by the speaker and or if the bar has already been loaded. To attempt a new record, it must exceed the previous one set by a minimum of 0.5 kilograms. Where a world record is broken during the actual 3 lifts of competition, the 0.5 kilograms does not count towards the competition total but is rounded down to the full kilogram. The jury may allow a 4th attempt for a world record. This adds suspense to the competition, as a lifter could break the world record but may not win gold. Powerlifting offers a tense and dramatic spectacle where coaches have to be good strategists as their athletes battle to outlift their rivals.
Contestable of the medals.
Representing Venezuela, Luis Hernandez. Representing People's Republic of China, Zhou Jinping.
We're just about to go into the final knockings of the women's 55 kg final. It's looking like it's going to be excellent, and the 61 kg even more so. All the champions in that. Some great names in this.
And representing Ukraine, Mariana Shevchuk. These are the athletes in the women's up to 55 kilo Group A cavity.
The top 4 from Tokyo are all involved in this. The champion Mariana Shevchuk, the runner-up Zhao Kuzhan, the bronze medalist and European champion Bezra Duman, the perennial America's champion Camila Campos as well. Mariana Shevchuk is our world record holder. We'll be keeping an eye out on her. She's going for the heaviest mark in this opening round. We've missed out on the regular Asian Games medalist Huang Thayat Loan Chao of Vietnam, who did not start. But we have a brilliant field. Shevchuk, the Paralympic champion and world record holder. Duman, the European record holder. Camila Campos, the America's champion. Zhao, the Paralympic silver medalist. Podpolnaya, the former world and Paralympic champion. Winner Luis Hernandez as well from Venezuela. Quality right across the board. Conor Bernacchi, Fatih Lesaheben, Martin Vidisen. There are referees, that's our jury. We're ready to go.
Welcome the technical officials for this session.
Rise up and face your fear. Rise up and try your
session begins in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Are you ready for powerlifting? The bar is ready. We've got 78 kilos. First attempt. Representing Morocco, Halima Lemtachen.
So 84 kg, the lifetime best of Halima Lemtachen of Morocco. 8th in the Paralympic Games, 10th in the last World Championships in Nur Sultan 2 years ago. 5th in the African Championships in 2018. Bronze in the Echo World Cup in 2019. She's the sort of athlete who's always floating around with the potential to do some damage. Can she here?
Placed 8th at the Paralympics in Tokyo 2020.
So 78 is her aim.
That's a good lift at 78 kilos.
78, 2-1 in her favour. Exquisite from Lemtachen. That's what you want. You come in, you get your first lift done, and then you can start gliding upwards. Her previous best performance in terms of weight coming in the Manchester World Cup. She's got the ability. Tatiana Bobrovska now for Ukraine. She's 38. Lifetime best is what she's aiming for here, which is 82.
Tatiana Bobrovska.
So Tatiana is ready. We make this to be her first major championship. She's 38 years old. And she's ready to go.
1 minute.
This for a new lifetime best and to go right up to the top of the standings. And she's not hanging around on that bench either. You have to admire what she's done. And even more so if she's got it right. She has done. 2-1 in her favour. 82 kg. Fabulous from her. We have a new leader. Tatiana Bobrovska clears 82. And she goes right to the top in Group A. But that's second overall because Paredes still leads overall in 83. Awa Utara of Côte d'Ivoire, 65, her lifetime best from the Dubai World Cup back in June. Her first major championship. She was 13th in the World Cup. They had huge fields for that. It's normally the World Cup of the year anyway. Fazar World Cup, which is tied in with so many other sports. A great para sport festival. So in this we have the Americas champion, Southeast Asian, European, West Asian Games champ, the European World Paralympic champion. Quality fields everywhere.
1 minute.
So, still 30 seconds to go. They use their national colours well and their sports kits, there's no doubt about that. 83, this to go into the silver medal position alongside Paredes, but behind her in the head-to-head. 83. Oh, it's 2-1 against. Both going for the chest sequence. Another for the press, by the way. So she doesn't get that. Utara would have had a new lifetime best as well.
Spotter loaders, 90 kilos, rack height 9, please.
Good efforts all the same. So on we go. Next, Luis Hernandez of Venezuela. The America's bronze medalist 3 years ago in Bogota. And in finishing down in 8th place at the Paralympic Games, produced a lifetime best of 97 kilos. This is an attempt at 90. Hernandez started at 93 in Tokyo, got that, missed her second attempt at 96, but then got 97 in the last round. It's her 6th World Championships, her first producing the best result, 5th in 2002 in Kuala Lumpur. That was her 2nd Paralympic Games this year. Law graduate of the University of Venezuela. In Caracas, bronze in the Para-Pan-Ams in 2011. She's had her successes. Will this be another of them? 2-1 against the combination of reasons, chest and the press. So she stays off the board for now. Didn't quite get it right.
Weight 106.
They've been looking very carefully at the chest sections. Zhao Jinping is next, 23. We make it out to be a major championship debut. Zhao Kejian won silver for China in the Paralympic Games in Tokyo. She is not here, but this Zhao Jinping is, and a chance to impress in a major championship debut. She's weighing herself in as 5th heaviest, going for 106. Zhao Kejian has been fabulous in this discipline as a world and Paralympic champion and Paralympic silver medalist. So what can this Zhao produce? Is Zhao ready to put on a show? 106. She's got it. 3 out of 3. That's great. Well, we break through the 3-figure barrier in the most impressive style. 3 white lights and deserving of it. And what a bow. What a major international bow in a big championship. She's our leader. Camila Campos up now for Chile, the Americas champion, the Pan Am silver and bronze medalist of the last 2 games. Silver in the Americas in 2015 in Mexico City. Went that one last one better in Bogota in the 2018 Americas. And it's Chesterfield St. Louis staging next year's Americas Championships in June. Bronze as well in the Asia Oceania Open Championships in Kitakyushu in 2018. Just before the Copa America, the Americas Championship. Chile sent a really big team to that. I suppose it's the other side of the Pacific. Former para tennis great based in Santiago, Victor Rubilar, her coach.
Campos has the silver medal from the most recent Paralympics in Lima, Peru in 2019. She placed second.
9 kilos outside the medals. And what was her Paralympics debut in Tokyo? There was only 1 kilo between the top 3 in the end. Shevchuk, Shao and Duman. Campos starting heavily at 112. It's heavier than she started the Paralympic Games, and it's 2-1 against, and it was the press sequence because that waggled a bit. No success at the start for Camila Campos. She did miss her last attempt in the Paralympics at 117, but that was for pride and not for a medal. She was on the way to finishing 4th anyway. Next up for the RPC, Tamara Popolnaya, the former European, world and Paralympic champion. It was the Worlds in 06 where she set that lifetime best. That's 130, 15 years ago. She didn't win the world title in those world title championships in Busan. She did subsequently in 2010 in Kuala Lumpur, having previously done it in the same city in 2002. Twice world champion, twice European champion, once Paralympic champion, Athens 04. She's done it all. Can she do it again at 113? She can indeed. 3 white lights. Well, very impressive. She's 49. 113 she's lifted.
116 kilos.
Prospects. Lots of prospects. Besra Duman for Turkey. The European champion. Bronze in the Paralympic Games. And she's gunning for 116. This to go into the lead with 1 to go in this opening round. World and Paralympic bronze. She was 4th in Nur Sultan at the last World Championships. Junior gold, twice over. 2017 Mexico City, 2019 following up, having won bronze in the seniors in 2017 in Mexico City. This to take the lead at 116. No waiting.
Good lift, Duman.
Perfect. She leads. 116, Besra Duma. And she's still 20 years old.
Weight 125 kilos.
That was excellent. Originally was pitching herself at 113, went for 116, and that was absolutely the right thing to do. She's into the lead. But here is the world record holder, the reigning European, World and Paralympic champion for Ukraine, Mariana Shevchuk. Her world record, 133 kilos, set in winning the Tbilisi World Cup in May. $125. She starts off only 8 kilos off her own world record. And she means business. Still 90 seconds remaining. It's already in place.
Shevchuk is the reigning world champ from 2019.
Lifted 125 for gold in Tokyo, and starting with 125 here. This could be a way to eliminate the competition straight away. It's not a bad way of going about it either. It's a whiteout, 3 out of 3, and Shevchuk leads by a long way immediately. Well, originally she'd put herself down for 120, then went for 125 and got that. Well, good luck to everybody else thinking about going for the gold, because they'll be having second thoughts now. Nobody's going to try and match that in the second round, just trying to build and get close to it in the third. Look at Shevchuk's lead. She's 9 clear of Besra Duman of Turkey, Popolnai of the RPC in third, Show in fourth for China. Halima Lem Takem of Morocco, her second attempt, she'll stay in 8th place. Only 1 kilo added on. It was 78, now she's going for 79. So 79 for Lem Takem. She qualified for the Paralympic Games, which was very good going, and finished in 8th in that. 79 at target, and 3 out of 3. Lem Takem has hit it. She's 5 off her lifetime best, and she's cleared 79 very capably. Nothing to worry about. She can aim a good bit higher if she wishes to in the third round. All good, thumbs up, and rightly so.
Bars loaded.
She can target something big if she wishes in the final attempt. Chance to climb up a few places, maybe. All ready for our Utara of Côte d'Ivoire. Comes up next, 83. Missed that in the opening round, going for it again in her first major championship. It would be a new lifetime best. we'll get her up into 6th place. 113 is bronze at the moment, though. So if she gets it, wouldn't be aiming for much higher than 6th in truth. Easy does it. Perfect, that'll do nicely. 3 out of 3, and Awa Utara goes into 6th place. That's a victory in its own right. Every reason to be completely delighted. Her first championship, her first lift completed. And at the moment it'll be a top 6 finish.
Representing Ukraine, Tatiana Bobrovska, 88 kilos.
Fantastic. Tatiana Bobrovska of Ukraine, currently lying 7th, this to go 5th, aiming for 88. It would be another lifetime best. The Ukrainian talent spotting continues. Always unearthing quality sports people, be it in powerlifting or para-athletics.
One minute.
So what can she produce? Pushing on, pushing well. Was that okay? It
Good
was
lift.
2 to 1 in her
Bobrovska,
favour.
88 kilos.
At 88, Bobrovska with another lifetime best, and she goes up into 5th place.
Spotter loaders, please. 90
That
kilos
was good.
Now. 90 kilos, rack height 9.
That was very, very good. And Bobrovska has got herself in a really good position now. Good chance to bring herself on and get herself a bit higher up in the placings. 5th probably is as high as it would be for her, as there's a big gap between her in 5th and Shou Jinping in 4th, a gap of 18 kilos, and in between them, Luis Hernandez of Venezuela is trying to pitch herself at 90, missed that in the opening round, going for it again, chance to go into 5th place where Bobrovska currently is. Her best global finish, her first global finish, 5th in the 2002 World Championships. Pan Am bronze 2011, America's Championship bronze 2018. Pushing through for 90 to go into 5th place, and she has done that. 2-1 in her favour. That's all good. Hernandez climbs into 5th place.
Spotter loaders, please. 112 kilos. Rack height 14.
If it stays like that, it will match her best ever World Championship, her best ever global result. And she had no mark in the Beijing Paralympics in 2008, so for her next Paralympic Games in Tokyo a few months ago, to finish 8th, it's an achievement. Still a long way to go in this second round. Camila Campos for Chile. They always have big crowds here. 4th in the Paralympic Games.
The bar is ready.
5th in the World Championships.
Second attempt. Chile.
in Nur Sultan. Finished there in 2017 also. The reigning America's champion, the Pan Am silver medalist from Lima in 2019, where categories are combined. Aiming for 112 and 4th place. This would match her lifetime best. Well, at the start of that press, was fighting to regain control, and she did do that. The lifetime best is achieved, and Camila Campos goes into 4th spot, and she can now properly launch her assault on the medals. 4th in Tokyo, the Paralympic Games. 4th now in the World Championships in Tbilisi. Just got it the right way. Fourth spot. She'd have preferred that first time around. She had to fight for that though. Got it back under control. Xiao Jinping, the major championship debutant at the age of 23, and a chance to leap up into the bronze medal position, having cleared 106 in the opening round. .113 would be very useful for her, and a new lifetime best by a long way. Xiao at 113.
Good lift.
2-1. She's got it. Xiao, let it all out. Up to bronze. 113. Got 106. Well, she's on course for a medal. It's doubtful that anybody's going to be able to challenge Shevchuk for the gold at this stage. Seeing how spectacularly the Ukrainian has started. But Xiao, China don't send athletes to compete, they send athletes to win medals, and preferably golden ones. She's competing. Oh boy, is she competing. Next up for the RPC, Tamara Podpolnaya. 113 previously, 116 now. This to go into the silver medal position. This to leap above the mark of Xiao, who has displaced Podpolnaya on the head-to-head. They've both cleared 113. Podpolnaya going for silver now. And here she comes. Well, she's pushed through impressively and strongly and cleanly, and that's the key thing. Well, she's won everything that there is to win, and even now at the age of 49, still competitive to the maximum. She's in the silver medal position. 3 out of 3. That was textbook. Two to go in the second round. Besra Duman of Turkey 116 she's claimed, that has her in the bronze medal position. If she gets 119, she's up to silver. Podpolnaya, in terms of the head-to-head on body weight, just slightly lighter than Bezra Duman, only by 300 grams. Podpolnaya up into second on 116, Duman 116 down to third. This to go back into the silver medal position. And she has done this.
Good lift, Duman.
3 out of 3, Bezra Duman. 119.
Spotter loaders. We're going to need 128 kilos on a rack height of 6.
That's the lovely lift. Put a lot into that. It's 5 kilos off her lifetime best. Shevchuk, the world record holder on 133,
The bar is ready.
is now 6 kilos clear. Duman is going to go for 125 with a final attempt and is going to try and go for gold. Shevchuk can try and nip that in the bud here by clearing 128. This is 5 kilos off her own world record set in Tbilisi.
Reigning Paralympic champion. Gold in Tokyo 2020. She was also at Rio 2016 where she placed 4th.
She's had 6 major championships, and it was only Rio where she wasn't in the top 3. She's picked on a lot since then, I'll tell you. 128. If she gets this, likely it's gold. It is! It's a good lift. 3 out of 3, a whiteout. Shevchuk 128. Searching for glory, maybe searching for another world record. The gold medal is not very far away now. I wonder if Duman fancies even having an attempt at that. It's 9 kilos of a difference. Shevchuk, 128, lighter than Duman, by the way. She'd take the head-to-head. Duman would have to go to 129 to take the gold. Duman in second, Podpolnaya third for the RPC. Show 4, Campus 5, Hernandez 6. Final round, Halima Lemtakem for Morocco, going for 81, which is 3 outside her lifetime best, and to stay in 11th place. Worth pointing out, in that second round, everybody was successful. And there've only been 3 misses out of the 18 lifts so far in Group A. For 81, Lemtakem continues that run. 3 out of 3, a whiteout for Lemtakem. Well, it's one of the most consistent performances of her career. It's 11th. And 11th is where she will finish. There's nobody else below her that can displace her. Maria Paredes and Moza El Zayudi from Group B above it. Only 3 athletes missed in the first round. They all scored in the second. Awa Otara, one of those for Côte d'Ivoire. This for 88. And another new lifetime best. 2 attempts at 83. This to leap up into 7th and to overtake Maria Paredes and Bobrovska of Ukraine. Utara so celebratory in clearing 83. This would confirm her place then in the top 8 in her major championship debut. Easy, easy. She got it raised. And I'm afraid the bar control she's been marked down on, as well as the press sequence. A little bit faster, a little bit more in control, and she'd have got there. Misses out at 88, scored 83. That was a lifetime best, and that sees her finish in 9th place. It's good news for Maria Paredes, who will not now be overtaken in 8th. That out of Group B. Just took an age.
The athlete representing Ukraine, Tatiana Bobrovska.
Tatiana Bobrovska now. So she's 7th. Cleared 88. This to put her 1 place higher as she aims for 90. And her 3rd new lifetime best. She's got plenty of time to get reacquainted with the bar. This would put her into 6th place. She'd leap above Ronois Hernandez. It's too much. She's extended herself as much as she can. 88 was very good. 90, just couldn't get it raised too much more, but really shouldn't be too disappointed. She's had 2 lifetime bests today of 82 and 88. She's 7th in the World Championships. Her first major championship.
Weight 95. 95 kilos, rack height 9.
Wasn't going to get any higher. No. That's the concession. That's the celebration. So 6 to go. And the top 6 are in place. And Hernandez will be finishing in 6th. Bobrovska 7th. Hernandez is 22 kilos outside the top 5. This to add 5 to a mark. 90 a new lifetime best, and 95 even more so. So after this, there's a 3-way battle for bronze. A three-way battle for silver. Gold is down to a race of one.
1 minute.
But we're heading for a big lift later on. Hernandez aiming for her personal record. That's at 95. Well, she got it raised, but all going against her on the press sequence, all three. She doesn't score in that. She did get that lifetime best. 6th in the World Championships.
16 kilos, 116. Rack height 14.
It's her second best global finish. She was 8th in the Paralympic Games, where the fields are much smaller. Just the one group, maximum of 10. She had finished 5th in those 2002 World Championships. This is 6th. And this at the age of 47. It's quite a good result. So the top 5 in place. The battle for the medals begins now. Camila Campos for Chile, the America's champion. It's the America's champion, the European champion, the World and Paralympic champion and world record holder, the former European World and Paralympic champion, plus the Chinese debutante, who are all jostling now the final famous 5 for the medals. Gold is secure, nothing else in. Besra Duman in 2nd could still finish outside the medals, so nothing is secure. Camila Campos is 5th for Chile, 112. This for 116 for a new lifetime best. She equaled it in round 2. This to go into the bronze medal position. It's a tight one. Well, she got it raised. Was it good enough? And I'm afraid it wasn't on the press sequence, all 3 against. And she can shrug and know that she gave it a lot. It's when you feel you've left a lot out there on the bench, that there was more to give. That's when the disappointment's there. If you give everything, then you can say there's nothing more there. Nothing more can be done. She halted and it was uneven from there, not level. Press was a struggle and she's marked down for it. Couldn't do any more. She's not going to beat herself up over it. So now in 4th place and aiming for silver, Shou Jinping. She's the 2nd lightest in the field, would beat everybody in a head-to-head, so only needs 119. So if she gets this, she goes into the silver medal position. She's got a big chance, Shou. She's got a very big chance. 113 she's already got. She's showing ambition. She can still finish 4th even if she gets this. Well, this is it for Shou. Shou Jinping got it raised, and as Shou managed to pull it off. Oh, it's 2-1 against. It was the press sequence from both. She wasn't far off that.
Spotter loaders, please. Rack height 3.
Shou at 119, and she finishes 4th. A serious effort. So we know the medalists, the top 3, won't be dislodged. They were the top 3 going into it. Only one success in this final round. It was Lem Takem, who's down in 11th place. The next 5 lifts have been unsuccessful. Podpolnaya in the bronze medal position, aiming for silver. The 2002 and 2010 world champion. The 2004 Paralympic champion and winner of 2 of the last 3 European crowns. Bronze in the last World Championships in Nur Sultan, and it's currently bronze in Tbilisi. This for silver at 120. Well, she's put a lot into that. It's been raised. It's a good lift! She's up into silver, Podpolnaya! Still winning major medals, 19 years after her first. She's still around. She's still tough to tame. And Podpolnaya, magnificent lift. Besra Duman's down to bronze, Podpolnaya up to silver. She knew there was something special there, and she was right. Besra Duman's turn to respond. Now she's down in third, aiming for the silver. The bronze medalist in Tokyo. She has lifted 124 previously as a lifetime best. Is 121 possible? Raised quickly, Duman for Turkey has the silver medal to go with the Paralympic bronze. Besra Duman, bronze in the 2017 Worlds, twice World Junior Champion, and now her best global result. The reigning European champion has got herself a world silver. Magnificent lift. A little bit of a switcheroo temporarily in the medals, but Duman came back and dealt with it all. And now the gold goes to Mariana Shevchuk. She's retained the world title. She's a reigning European champion. She is the reigning Paralympic champion in this. The world record holder at 133. Time to turn it on. A world record attempt at 133 and a half.
Representing Ukraine, Mariana Shevchuk.
It's Shevchuk. The title is hers and she means business.
European record 133. World record 133. This is 133.5.
This is it for Shevchuk.
In round 3.
"25 years old. Her 7th major championship. It's her 4th title in a row. European, now twice world, Paralympic champion as well for the world record, 133 and a half. Is it? It is! It is! Mariana Shevchuk breaks her own world record in a year where she's won the Paralympic gold. She's retained the world title and she's broken the world record twice. In Tbilisi both times. The World Cup earlier in the year in May, the World Championship now in November. It's a long time from May to November, but the result is the same. For Mariana Shevchuk, she swept all before her. The Paralympic gold, that was by a kilo. She's taken the honours here by 12. Absolutely fantastic. 133.5, the new world record for Mariana Shevchuk. A terrific performance. Victory ceremony's coming. There's no power lift. It's not needed. We've seen a world record. We've seen a magnificent performance from Tatiana Shevchuk. And the top three all had clearances in the third and final round. Shevchuk, the gold, a new world record, 133.5 kilos. Two-man, the world championship silver to go with her Paralympic bronze, 121. And Tamara Podpolnaya, his first major championship medal was in 2002, world champion then, world bronze now in 2021 at 120. Xiao Jinping fourth for China. Camila Campos, the Americas champion, fifth for Chile. Luis Hernandez sixth for Venezuela. Bobrovska seventh, and Maria Paredes of Mexico in eighth spots. Otara had celebrations of her own in ninth that almost matched Shevchuk's when she got her 83 kilo mark to go into ninth place on her major championship debut for Côte d'Ivoire.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the medal ceremony for the 2021 World Senior Para-Powerlifting Championship Women's up to 55 kilo category.
So the victory ceremony for the women's 55 kg, we had a new world record.
Welcome the medalists.
So the only medalist from this 55 kg category from Tokyo in the Paralympic Games, not on the podium here, Xiao Kujan wasn't competing.
Representing RPC,
Tamara Podpolnaya, the former European World and Paralympic champion, still winning major championship medals.
Silver medal
at the age of 49. It's bronze for her here, lifted 120. That was silver up until the very next lift from Besra Duman, 1-2-1, a world silver for her to match the bronze from 2017, the bronze from the Tokyo Paralympics, where Mariana Shevchuk took the gold, and she's the world champion again, and a new world record too of 133.5 to break her old mark set in Tbilisi as well in May of 133 flat.
Please rise if you're able.
Gold
for the national anthem
for Ukraine, for Shevchuk.
Congratulations to the medalists.
Mariana Shevchuk, right now the best around, Paralympic champion, world champion, reigning European champion, and she's broken her own world record as well. Gold for Ukraine. Besra Duman, the silver for Turkey, in a big battle with Tamara Polnaya of the RPC, who took the bronze, almost the other way round. That was a tremendous contest. And in 30 minutes time, the action continues. The women's 61 kg final. Some more great champions in that.
61 kilos starts in about 40 minutes time. This is the 2021 World Senior Championships in Tbilisi.
So 84 kg, the lifetime best of Lima Pankam of Morocco, 8th.
Lift, show, China. kilos. Left hand. Ta-da! Bobrovska, 88 kilos. Spotter loaders, rack 5. Wait. Kalnaya, RPC. 1 minute. 1 minute. Spotter loaders. No lift. Watada. Spotter loaders, please. Rack height. Press sequence. No lift shown. Easy. Spotter loaders. We need a record